How's it going, everyone? Another day of POE changes coming to us. So now that they nerfed a lot of things, they are bringing things back up from the depths of hell to give us some light. They are buffing things specifically for the sorceress, for bleed classes, for huntress, for warriors, ranger, and they're adding a new support gem too. So let's just go over these notes real quick. I'm having a blast with my warrior class. I jumped back in with my huntress and used like the new gem skill where I was able to get frenzy charges. Felt pretty cool. All right, guys, let's get into this. It says today we are continuing to work on changes based on the player feedback that this is a list of updates that we have finished internally and will be deployed when the following changes over the next few days. This is just a list of changes that have been made so far. These are not the only changes that we are investigating, and they do not represent a full list of what players are reporting to us. Player balance changes. Now that we have a lot of nerfs out the way, we can concentrate on buffing things that are not performing well. Sorceress specific changes. Arc now does a lightning explosion when it hits a shocked enemy, but no longer shock. It does not consume his shock. Eye of Winter now gains bonus elemental damage when passing through other elemental orbs like Solar Orb, Orb of Storms, or Frost Bomb. Incinerate's exposure duration has been increased to 8 seconds from 2 seconds. That's a big buff. Mana Tempest can now be used with other spells. Oh, that's badass. And has been changed to cause Empower spells to split to additional targets instead of chaining or forking. That's pretty cool. Frostbolt's explosion radius has been increased by 50%. Ice Nova freeze buildup has been increased significantly. Also good. Frostbomb exposure duration has been increased to 8 seconds from 5 seconds. Mana Remnants has been changed to work with other elemental ailments than just shock. We are lowering the delay of ignites spreading from sources such as wildfire support from 1 second to 2 seconds, but the radius has been decreased significantly. Oh, decreased slightly, not significantly. Sorry, Freudian slip there. Bleed Chaos Inculation. Hopefully I'm saying that word right. Energy Shield no longer prevents bleeding from being applied. Chaos Inculation now prevents bleeding. The passive cluster that grants you additional stun threshold based on your maximum energy shield now also increase your ailments at threshold, so you will no longer be ignited, chilled, frozen, shocked as often while using CI if you take these passives. Hunter specific changes. Let's go over this. It says parried enemies can no longer evade your attacks. Awesome. The spear stuck in enemies by rapid assault now also bleeds on hits when you detonate it. The AoE has been increased by 20% and the detonate does, damn, 67 more damage? That's awesome. Yeah, because the detonate didn't feel strong. When I was detonating like players, it didn't feel like an umph behind it. So we'll see. I wonder if it's just for the assault spear when you actually detonate them, or it's all detonate skills. So we'll see. Spear field spear duration has been increased to 10 seconds from 6 and had its damage growth increase, dealing 30% more damage by level 20. Herald of Blood no longer deletes the corpse of rare or uniques, allowing you to use ritual sacrifice on the rares. Smart move by them. Warrior specific changes. Let's keep rolling, guys. Let's keep rolling. Temper weapon on Smith of Kitava now adds 3 empowerments per strike of your weapon and is 25% faster. The damage might need to come down a little bit. Oh no. Shield wall is now detonatable with war cries. Oh, that's pretty cool. I might have to add that into my mix. Armor break being applied to players by monster no longer has a 20% extra physical damage modifier that has been intended to only be a buff to players. And we have also reduced the duration to 4 seconds to 12 to 12. In addition, there is a bug where the partial armor break were never removed on the player. We got ranger specific changes. Stormcaller arrow now proliferates shocks to nearby enemies in a small radius and has had its AoE radius increased by 50. Lightning rod damage has been increased by 30% and their duration has been increased by 20 seconds. What? This lightning arrow has had the radius at which it arcs to enemies increased by 50%. Nice. Tornado shots maximum duration has been increased by 15 seconds. I like this. I thought a lightning rod was already a strong build. Now they're just making it more viable. That's pretty cool. I guess maybe Poison was taking over that class with the bow. New support gem. We have added the support gem called Inhibitor that prevents charges from being consumed but increases the damage of the support skill by 4% for each type charge you have. Update. I think they can't implement this yet, I believe. Update, we since found the implementation of the increased damage per type of charge to not be feasible in the time frame that we want this support gem to be released. And the core of the design of the support is an important tool to get into the hands of the players. So we'll be releasing it without the stat present. Okay, so they're going to keep working on it. Crafting, we've added several artificial orbs to fixed locations throughout the campaign, allowing you to craft with them more often. Smart, because you don't really find them too much. I mean, I believe I haven't found too many. We also added runes to attributes, allowing you to fix early game requirement issues. We've also added runes for attributes, allowing you to fix early game requirement issues. Yeah, sometimes if you're doing like a new game, it's hard to get the requirements like off the bat. From what I noticed, while I was running my Huntress on the new league, I was like, damn, man, I really got to work to get these stats up because you're not getting the armor that you need and you don't have like all this hours behind and all this things like collected. You just basically starting anew. So I'm like, damn, I'm not getting what I need. Finding rares in end game. During end game, common issues is missing a rare in the corner of the map that you didn't happen to explore. In order to mitigate this issue, we have changed rares to show up on the minimap at all times. Madeline Waterways. We have made a change to Madeline Waterways to merge some sections of water together, reducing the average number of levers that you will encounter while playing it by 6 levers. Nice. That's a good change. So you're not just running around pulling levers all the time. Monster speed. One of the issues that is often reported is getting swarmed by monsters. We are currently doing a pass to investigate this issue and probably talk about specific changes tomorrow, but that the changes are likely to targeted at specific monsters that are too difficult, especially in zones that have a lot of fast monsters. And note about the ritual exploit. Recently, there has been an exploit involving reducing the deferral cost of ritual items in combination with using a unique tablet that allows for unlimited rerolls. Damn. This occurring during the middle of the night, and unfortunately due to the internal miscommunication, we didn't fix the exploit until around 8 hours after. We have banned 301 accounts that were clearly exploiting this, and they will remain banned until the end of current league. Thankfully, the economic impact outside of the banned accounts is relatively small, so they got them. And that's all for the changes that we have finished today. The changes in this post will be deployed over the next few days, but we should have more to report tomorrow. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think of these changes. Are you guys liking that they're boosting things up? I feel like they should have, they're just listening to feedback. This game is in early access. I'll give them a bone that they're trying to rewrite their wrongs and really push things up, because I guess things weren't working how they thought they were. Maybe they thought they were, but I don't know. I feel like they want the players to be happy in their best interest. It's good to see that they're making changes to the weaker things and trying to make things in line. Obviously, a lot of things are going to be stronger than most, but we shall see. I'm having a fun time. Like I said, with my warrior class, I was able to jump back in with my huntress and having a fun time. The minions do feel stronger for my witch class, so we'll see just how this progress goes and see how many more changes are coming their way and more quality of life. I do like how the quality of life has been improved with this game too. Now there's search tabs when you're looking for on your skill tree. You get to highlight it and just highlights them all, and you get to save them. I like that quality. Good job, GGG. I'm just excited to see where this game goes. I'm having a fun time playing it. Probably keep playing it until No Rest for the Wicked at the end of this month. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this and how they're trying to improve and kind of push things up and right their wrongs, or see how things are underperforming and try to boost them up a bit. I like to see that they're not just keeping everything super broken and say, no, you guys like it. You guys are supposed to play like that. It's good to see that they're pushing it up. All right, guys, love you to pieces. Stay risen, stay rising. Give it a like, give a subscribe. Until next time, peace.